Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another BKFC Reddit Ask Me Anything. We're joined by the Pitbull himself, Mr. Jeremy. How you doing, bud?
What's happening, bro? I'm doing good, and you? Thanks for
I'm
having me
good.
again. Good to be
So
back on the show.
we finally got to meet, and you are such a nice guy. But you did
Thanks,
threaten to
man.
punch me in the face. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
So quickly. So Dave Mundell is talking to Jeremy, and Jeremy was having a great night at the fight. So you had a couple beers in you or something. You were having
Yeah,
fun.
we're having good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dave Mundell gave me a look of like, hey, come talk to Jeremy. And I wanted to talk to you anyway. So I went over there and Dave snuck away and we're talking. And then I don't remember what. It made some kind of joke about like, oh, I'll kiss you on the cheek. And you're like, oh, we do that in South Africa. But if you kiss me on the lips, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, we were talking about. I think it was with Drickus when he
Yeah.
said with his coach. Yeah, it was that thing, and it's a normal thing in South Africa. That's how we greet people.
Yeah.
Like that's how we greet. But I was like, but if you kiss me, I'm gonna knock you out.
And I was like,
Uh,
I love this guy. He just threatened to punch somebody who's like I'm so not a fighter compared to you guys. So
Yeah, but still, you can't just go around kissing people.
no. Okay, no, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a tough fight coming up. Tomahawk,
Yes. Yeah.
he's actually looking better and better every fight. Like it's one of those guys,
Yep.
like he's getting better with age, it seems like. Do you have any concerns going against him? Do you have a pretty good game plan? Did you change your game plan at all for this fight? I mean, I know you can't give me the game plan, but
Yeah. Obviously, southpaws. We've been training a lot of southpaws. So, yeah, it's which I got Ryan coaching me. So he's telling me the game plan. We work on a good game plan. But at the end of the day, it's a fight. He likes to fight. I like to come forward. He likes to come forward. So it's going to be a good fight. That's why first thing we said was this could be fight of the night easily. So it's going to be a good fight.
is
It's
it
going to
one
be
of those
fun to
things?
watch.
Is
It's
it
going to
one
be
of
fun
those
to
things that
watch.
you want a fight of the night though, or you would prefer the knockout? Right? You'd prefer knockout of the night.
Whatever, whatever. I don't mind. Obviously, fight of the night takes its toll on you, but yeah, let's see what happens. So I know, like you said, Steve is getting better with every single fight he's had. I think his last fight, I think probably he was doing well, but he busted up his hands. So I think yeah, they're giving him enough time to heal up, and he's ready to get back in there. And I hurt my shoulder in my last one, so I also gave it enough time to heal up, and I'm also ready to get back in. So.
You are coming off an incredibly long like injury, like you haven't fought in a long time. Are you
Yes.
just now getting to the point where you can get back in there, or you've been sitting on the shelf waiting for
Oh,
a
I've
fight?
been ready for a while. I've
Okay.
been waiting to get, but not the first. No, I've been waiting for a while to get back in there.
Okay, is there anything, knowing that he breaks his hands pretty easy, like is that like have you broken your hands in any fights yet, or is that like a concern for you? Or
Yeah, an MMA fight.
okay.
So I think every fighter's broken his hand once or twice in any sport, any of the combat sport. Yeah, whatever. You know what? It's bare knuckle boxing. You hit people in the wrong place, your hands break.
Sure.
Can't what happened.
Okay, I know that you haven't been back to South Africa for a long time, but you
I
recently
actually
went
just
back.
went back. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did just go back.
So what was it like being back after so long away?
I was
Oh, you must have got a phone call or something.
sorry, I pushed the wrong button. There we go. I just
You're
wanted
good.
to, yeah. Yeah, it was good to be back. It was really good to see everybody. It was going back for a shit reason though. My best friend's got
Sure.
killed, so I had to go back and bury him. But yeah, it was good to see everybody. The country's doing good. It's looking up. Yeah, it was fun though.
I know there was a lot of talk about BKFC going to South Africa. Is
Yes.
that kind of like dead in the water for the moment? Like any news on that?
I don't know. I can't say anything about that. I know they are doing their own shows. South Africa has got some
I
shows that
saw
they're
that.
doing now. Yeah, I don't know if BKFC is still interested in that. I think they kind of just put that on the back burner for now. Obviously, this year's almost done, so it will probably be something that look at it, probably something next year. I think it would be wise. It would be a good move by them, especially because Dickus just won his fight in he beat Adesanya for the UFC belt.
Sure.
He defended his belt, and it looks like the UFC is going to come to South Africa. That's what they said. So it would be nice. I think it's a good time to come over. So. Yeah.
I know you went for a bad reason, but did you get to do anything fun? Did you get to see like people that you had
Oh
missed?
yeah,
Like,
I
I
saw
mean,
all
tell us
my
about your trip.
friends. Yeah, I saw all my friends. Obviously, a lot of them. It was actually quite. So I got married, and then So a lot of my friends came over. My one friend who was supposed to come, he was struggling visas, plane tickets, all of that, so he never came, and that's the one who got shot. So I went. So I was on
Oh
my
man.
honeymoon when I found out about it. So
Right.
yeah, put a bit of a damper on the whole thing, but it was. And then went back. It was good to see everybody. A lot of the people who weren't able to come to my wedding. It was really good to see them all. Spent time with
Okay, so
friends and ate some good steak. Nice, good meat. So yeah,
some meat for a change,
real
right?
meat. It's not this processed shit.
Did you bring any back with you
No,
when you
no,
came
no.
back
You
or no?
can't do that shit. They'll
Oh,
fucking
you
throw it
can't.
away. The biltong, the dried meat. Yeah, it's you can't bring it
Yeah.
over. It's so hard. It's
Oh,
not
that
worth it.
sucks.
So I just ate it all day.
Yeah. Okay, so you touched upon something else. So you're a married man now.
Yes,
Like how long had you been engaged? Or
we got
like
engaged in
this is big
December.
news.
Last year,
Oh
December.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we got married now in July. So 14th of July.
Does your wife like watching you fight? Does she
Yeah,
like?
she's
Is
been at
she one
all
of
of
those
them.
wives that likes what? Okay.
She's been at all the events that I fight at. She came to the
Is she,
Omaha event, Albuquerque, all of them.
okay? So we've talked to other fighters, and they say their wife gets in almost as many fights outside the cage as
No.
they get in
No,
inside the cage.
no,
Okay.
no, no,
I wasn't sure.
no, not at all. She's too sweet. She's a nurse.
She's too
She's too
sweet.
sweet. She doesn't fight.
Okay.
She doesn't have a violent bone in her body. She's sweet. She's the opposite of me. You don't need two of
Okay,
me.
that's awesome.
We don't need two of me running
Yeah.
around. That's
So the last time we talked, you mentioned your supplement company. Like,
yeah.
how's the company treating
The
you?
shop,
Everything going
the
good for you?
supplement store.
Oh,
It's a
the
shop.
shop.
Yeah, it's a shop. We
Yeah.
sold different brands. Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, it's obviously I think the economy in America is a little bit down. I think most people can feel it, but overall it's going. So it keeps me busy. It's a nice thing to do in between training and keeps me busy, preoccupied with stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the Reddit people they submitted a question. I think I know the answer, but he said, "Was there any reservations when you went into your first BKFC fight? Were you nervous about anything going into the
My first
first bare
bare knuckle
knuckle fight?"
fight. I think going into any fight, you're nervous. You should be nervous. Like I think Customato said, if you're not nervous, you're a liar or a psychopath. And most people are liars. So, yeah, your nerves are good. Nerves will make you alive. You've got to feel those nerves. I once went to, it was a K1 fight a couple of years, a long time ago. And I wasn't nervous
Okay.
before the fight. And I got in there and I was playing with the guy. Last minute, last round, the guy threw an uppercut, caught me and dropped me. They stopped the fight. I was like, I won every single round and it was like a lucky shot, but whatever. I wasn't nervous for that fight. I took it too lightly. Nerves are good for you.
Okay, so I know whenever I talk to you fighters, you don't like me saying like if. So when you beat Tomahawk, like what's your plans? Like when you beat the Tomahawk, like a title shot no
Well,
next,
I want
like
a
what's
title
plans for
shot.
you?
I'm going to be watching what we call Kamoji Dupree fight very closely. That's going to be an interesting fight. It's good to see what happens with that. After I beat Tomahawk, I'm definitely going to be watching that fight to see who the winner is, and I'd love to get a title shot. I'm ranked number 2, so I technically should get a title fight.
Okay, so then this kind of brings me to this. Like you're fighting Tomahawk, who's not ranked. It's kind of a dangerous fight for you. Like what made you take this fight and not say I refuse to? I want to fight for a belt instead.
Because I'll fight anybody.
Okay,
Fight to fight. It's a fight that gets me
we've
back in. It gets me off the card. I haven't fought for a while. It's a good fight to come back to. He's a good opponent. Yes, he's not ranked, but that doesn't mean anything. He's still a good fighter and he's still a good name. So that's why it's good to go in there, fight him. It's also I'm fighting at home, so I get to fight in my own town. Yeah, he's sort of at home. He's in Fort Pierce, a little further up, but yeah, it's a good fight for me to come off a bit of a layoff to fight. Same as he's also been a bit of a layoff, so it's a nice one. Yeah, that it's a nice cruiserweight bout. So I think it'll put me right up there because I'm number 2 to be eligible for a title shot straight after.
so you and I've talked before, and you said you fight at 185, 195, 205.
Yeah.
Have you been offered any fights at 85, or are you content with just staying at 205 for now?
Um, we sort of spoke about a fight that was at 195, but that was at the Sturgis one, and then I
Okay.
saw the Florida one come up, and I was like, no, guys, you guys are putting me on. I'll sell tickets. I have following, and it would be nice to sleep in my own bed the night before a fight. So we said, all right, cool, 205. I'm like, yeah. I said, I'll fight anyone from 185 up, but 205 is just, I don't have to diet strict and cut weight, and I don't become an asshole for 3 weeks before a fight. It's nice. I walk around at about 215, 220 some days, depends.
Oh, perfect.
So it's not
Yeah.
like I got to diet, water load, cut weight. Still got to cut a bit, but not as much, which is nice.
We talked to Chris Camozzi, and he said kind of the same thing. He said where he walks around similar to you,
Yeah.
and he said he can make weight by just changing his diet,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have to cut weight, and he doesn't feel nearly
Just
as drained.
changing it up a little bit and increasing the cardio. That's it. So just like
Sure.
smaller portions of carbs. Like that's not even major. Like because remember, the closer the fight, the more training we do. So you're still burning those calories. You still got to actually eat more. If you just don't eat it more, you'll make weight.
Okay, so I asked a fellow South African for a question for you. So we talked to Crystal Van Veek, and she said, "Can you ask him what PK stands for in Afrikaans, the abbreviation, and can you ask him to translate it to English and what it means?"
Boost club. Boost club. A PK is a boost club. So like a flat hand, you smack someone. Direct translation, clap means a smack, like a smack, and push means push. So it's like a push club. It's how you really disrespect someone. Sort of like a Stockton slap. That would be the best.
Right.
Best translation would be a Stockton slap, like what the Diaz brothers did.
South Africa came first, so basically you're saying the Stockton slap is a cheap knockoff of a PK.
Oh no, the PK's been around forever.
That's what I'm saying. PK was the original. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Stockton's been around for long enough too. It's just that we didn't even know about each other back then. So, yeah.
Okay, so have you gotten to do anything fun? I mean, you've been off for quite a while. Like, did you get to do anything? I know you said the honeymoon was kind of like had a hiccup, but did you guys? Okay.
So. Well,
Yeah.
I got married. I got engaged. I got married. So that's pretty fun. It was cool. It was, yeah. That's.
Where did you guys go? Did you do it like?
So
like
I got
any,
engaged in Germany because my sister's there.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, I went.
Okay.
My sister lived there, so we went over there. We got engaged in front of the mountains there, and then we got married in Brooklyn because my wife's family's from there. So we did
cool.
that. The church that I got married at is a Maronite Catholic church. And my priest from South Africa is now on a mission here in Colorado. So we actually flew him over to do our vows because
cool.
he actually baptized me because I only baptized when I was 26. So he did my baptizing for me. And then back in 2009, I had double pneumonia and swine flu and I was in ICU. And he actually read me my last rites. So he's been a big part of my life. So yeah, so we flew him over to do the vows for us. So it was good to see him.
You'll have to go see him in Colorado, and maybe I can meet you out there, and we can go catch some alligators. You know why we're out there? Yeah.
In Colorado, they got alligators.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we have the alligator farm out there.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like a.
You can come to South Africa. We got crocodile farms.
You know, Tommy has invited me. He goes, "Let's go to South Africa and we'll go on a safari." He was really hoping that you guys got to go fight over there, and he's like, "You should come with me, and then we'll go on a safari."
Yeah,
awesome.
You should go to a crocodile farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have 2 Nile crocodiles on the farm that we have now. Like, they're insane. They're so fast.
No, those things, they'll outrun you on the land. Everyone thinks they're just good swimmers, but that thing will chase you down. They're crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so are you hoping to, after this fight, it seems like Sawyer and those guys fight in October, so are you thinking maybe like Knuckle Mania would be a good title thing for, like, are you wanting to fight for the belt like on a big card like that, or just as soon as you get a chance to throw the belt?
Whatever, fight. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I just want to fight again as soon as possible. So I've been off now for a while, and I want to get back in there as quick as possible, get back in, and then just get back to fighting regularly. Because before the Houston Alexander fight, I fought 3 or 4 times in 12 months. It was like 4 times in 12 months. I'd like to get back in there as quick as possible. So.
And I know you're probably going to lie to me even if I ask you, but like going into this fight, are you healthy or?
Yeah, I'm always healthy. Okay. No, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Training's going great. Yeah, the general niggles you get in the camp, but nothing major. Like chilled. So feeling good, feeling ready.
Okay, and my last question I'll ask you again. I always ask everybody who gets trained by the cheat code, like what brought you to the cheat code? And like I said, he's easily one. He's the bad guy of the BKFC. A lot of people dislike him, but you guys that fight for him absolutely love him. So what brought you to the BK and or the
Um,
cheat code?
so fought fights for PYB. Um, and then I was looking for a new gym to start training at, like a new manager. I didn't have a manager at the time. So somebody said, hey, here's Brian's number, phone him. So I phoned him and said, well, come meet me at this gym at Carter Park and spar. So I went there and I sparred with this guy. I had been training for like 2 months or whatever. And he, with
Okay,
one of his guys having a boxing fight. First, they wanted me to offer the boxing fight. And I'm like, well, I haven't been training. But, so I went in there and I did like 6, 7 rounds with the guy. And he was like, hey, you tough. You can fight. Come, let's sign up. So got in there and he treated me well. Like, you know what I mean? People can say what they want to say about him, but he treated me well. And he knows his shit and he's looked after me when he needs, like how he does, and it works well.
you and him have one like I talk about it and I show people all the time when he tells you what to do and you get in there and you put your fucking hands up and your head in his chest and you
Yep.
bully him to the ropes and then you knock him out. Like it's just such an amazing clip. I love showing people that.
We click well. I listen to him, which is not that often I listen to people, but yeah, he knows how to explain to me, how to talk to me, how tell me what to do in the way that I need to be told what to do.
Cool. All right, sir. Well, that's all I got for you.
Cool.
I usually ask about the street fight thing, but you've been in so many fights. I know you don't remember how many because you told us last time that that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's that? What's
Probably a
that
couple
thing?
hundred, right?
Yeah, probably. What's that statute of limitations? Does it apply? And also, does it count in the different continents?
Well, that's just what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
thinking, well, I could ask you about like if you had any over here because like
No.
over there, like
You know,
Okay,
nowadays you can't have street fights in this country. Everyone's got a camera,
that's true.
everyone's got a phone with a camera, they all film, there's cameras everywhere, they film it, you go to jail. Yeah, you can get a couple somewhere, but not really. And most of the people
Sure.
here they say they're going to they say they want to fight. Then when you stand up to them, they're like, oh, hang on a second, why we want to fight? I'm like, well, because you said you want to. I've had one
Yeah.
altercation where I've told them, I said, come, you guys want to fight, we can do it. And they're like, but there's lots of, I don't give a fuck, there's lots of, I'm not going to miss. I'm just going to throw. You're going to go to sleep. And they're like, shit. So they ran away. I was like, whatever. So, but yes, I have been in a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a
one or
couple.
two. Just one or two.
All right. Is there any messages or sponsors or anybody you want to give a
Oh,
shout out to before we call
one.
it a day?
Yeah, just obviously sponsors Condemned, Flex Frame, Dot Construction, Take Transport, Fightful, Think VP, and Bulbul Nudge. Thank you guys for
Awesome.
always supporting me. For that, it makes my life a lot easier to do the training camp and do the food and all that stuff. And then obviously also Total Nutrition, Western, the supplement shop. That's my shop. So,
Awesome.
all right.
All right.
Cool.
Well, I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
your
me, and
time so much, buddy.
appreciate you having me on the show again.
I'm glad
Are
you're
you
on again.
coming
And
to the
then,
fight?
yeah, I really wanted to, and I really wanted to. I don't know that I'll be able to make this. I got a bunch of stuff going on in Texas. I have to leave for Texas
Okay. Texas ain't that
either the
far.
week of your fight. Yeah,
Only
right.
like what?
No,
Yeah.
I've driven from Houston to Miami before. It's
No,
still
I mean a
far.
flight, not a drive.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll
Cool.
let you know, but we'll see. We got to meet up again though, for
Sounds
sure.
good. See you, my brother.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.